Hey guys, this is Drupatani here from PhoneArena.com, and we're going hands-on with the brand new Sony Xperia C4. Now this is a mid-range device. Sony hasn't really revealed the price point for it, and what's really interesting here is that it's being marketed as a selfie-oriented device, and that's mostly because it's got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera paired with a single LED flash. On top of that, what we really found interesting about this phone was the quality of hardware. It's a very nicely built phone. The colors out there are very appealing. So let's start off with the front of the phone first. It's got a 5.5-inch display. This is the full HD panel, very nice, bright and vibrant. It's got great viewing angles. It's a very glossy display and it tracks a lot of fingerprints, so we're not really sure how well it'll hold up in bright sunlight, but for indoor usage it seems to be a really good display. Over on the left side you've got a single micro USB port, nothing else over there. On top is the 3.5mm audio jack, and the right side of the handset is pretty clogged. There's the power button in the middle, which is made of machined aluminium. There's the volume rocker, a camera key, which is very rare on handsets these days and more so for Android phones, and a single large flap which covers both the SIM card slots and the micro SD card slot as well. Yes, this is a dual SIM device, and the device also supports LTE networks across India. So the phone is powered by a 1.7 GHz MediaTek MTK6572 processor. There's 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, and you can expand that via the micro SD card slot, as you saw. Performance is generally quite good, a hint of a lag here and there, but nothing really that stands out as a hindrance in terms of usage. The phone is running on Android 5.0 Lollipop. Let's go and take a look at that. So as you can see, this is running on Android Lollipop. The specific processor is MT6752. Let's take a look at the amount of storage available as well. So out of the 16 GB of built-in storage on this handset, there's just about 9.46 GB available, and that's, well, it's partially due to the amount of bloatware on this device. There's a lot of custom applications built in, and they really extend to the camera as well. If you get a utility out of that, sure, it's nice to have this built in, but a lot of third-party applications can also achieve this, so it really feels as if you're losing out on built-in storage because of those added applications. So as we said, let's talk about the camera right now. The recommended mode is the I plus, the superior auto mode, which will basically just optimize your photograph for getting the best results. A mode that we found really interesting was style portrait. Now this is not something entirely unique in terms of functionality, but the way that it works is very different. So you tap style portrait. Now this is, suppose you want to take a selfie but not from the front facing camera. You want a high resolution image, a 13 megapixel shot. How do you go about that? You can either hand your phone to someone else or you can use this mode. So as you can see, you can just say, so when you tap that button, the phone itself asks what kind of photo it should take. Let's do that again for you, in case you didn't hear that properly. So now you can tap myself, a couple close up, whatever. You get a silhouette on the screen, point it towards yourself.
Come on, let me see you. Don't be shy. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Say cheese.
So there's a lot of visual cues built into this, audio cues built into this, and it really helps you take your photograph without fail. Beyond that, there's a lot of other modes as well. There's a full manual mode, there's a sound photo mode wherein it'll take in ambient noise while shooting your photograph as well, and there's the AR effect, which has been a staple of Sony devices for quite some time. The dinosaur mode is very well regarded as a tech demo as well. You point it at any location around you and it'll augment Tyrannosaurus Rex, as you can see, alongside a volcano. So these are some of the somewhat gimmicky AR related features built into the Sony C4, like most other Sony devices. Beyond that, it's a strictly mid-range device. The focus really is on the front-facing camera, and let's show you the front-facing flash as well then in that case. Flash. So you can manipulate the kind of flash as well, how strong you want it to be, and it works reasonably well. Image quality is not top of the line, but once again the focus here is on the build quality and to give you good enough image quality as well from the front facing camera. So we're really waiting for Sony to reveal the price point for this device, which is going to make or break the phone. It can really prove to be a tough competitor for the Chinese brands out there that are really focusing more on specs but not so much on the build quality. This was Dhruv Bhutani from PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions at all about the Sony C4, please do let us know in the comment section.